Well, praise the Lord. Another man lost his head to ISIS. It's growing worse and worse. This time it wasn't an American. The other two times it was American. This time it was United Kingdom, England, lost one. Let me read you something. This is what God told Israel to do to them. He wanted them to be cleaned out of the promised land, totally, 100%. So I'm going to take you to Deuteronomy chapter 7. I'm going to begin with verse 2. And this is what I really believe should happen to ISIS and Hamas over there. Some of you may not like what I'm going to say, but this I'm going to read. This is from God. And when the Lord thy God shall deliver them before thee, thou shalt smite them. And see, this is one thing we didn't do when we was over in Iraq. And that's why we shouldn't have pulled all our forces down. And when the Lord thy God shall deliver them before thee, thou shalt smite them, and utterly, completely, utterly means complete, destroy them. Thou shalt make no covenant with them, nor show mercy unto them. This is God's words to Israel when they went into the promised land. They were supposed to totally wipe that seed, kill every one, man, woman, child. Kill them all. Destroy them. Neither shall thou make marriage. Let's see, wait a minute. Yeah. Neither shalt thou make marriage with them. Thy daughters thou shalt not give unto his sons, nor his daughters shalt thou take unto thy son. For they shall turn away thy son from following me, that they may serve other gods. And that's what Muslim people do when they marry a non-Muslim, a non-Islam person. They turn them in to being what they are. So will the anger, so that they may serve other gods. So will the anger of the Lord be kindled against you, and destroy thee suddenly. But thou shalt deal with them. Ye shall destroy their altars, break down their images, cut down their groves, burn their graven images with fire. So that means that square thing over there that they walk around 7 times and kiss the black stone should be totally bombed. I mean, literally bombed. Taken off the face of the earth. Because it is an idol to them. For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God, for the Lord thy God has chosen thee to be a special people unto him above all the people that are upon the face of the earth. The Lord did not set his love upon you, nor choose you, because ye were more in number than any people, for ye were the fewest of all. But because God, the Lord loved you, and because he would put the oath which he has sworn into your fathers, hath the Lord brought you out with a mighty hand, and redeemed you out of the house of bondmen, from the land of Pharaoh, king of Egypt. For therefore the Lord thy God, he is God, and the faithful God, which keepeth covenants and mercy with them that love him, and keep his commandments to 1,000 generations, and repay them that hate him to their face, to destroy them. He will not be slackened to him that hateth him. He will repay him to his face. God told Israel to destroy these tribes that was already in there from the line of Ishmael. It has come to our journey now, since Israel didn't do it back then. We have to do it now. ISIS and Hamas and the Muslim Brotherhood, if they're joining with them, should be totally 100% wiped off the face of the earth. Their seed needs to be totally destroyed, and they don't need to be any longer walking the face of this earth because they are evil. Can you people understand what evil is? They took 2 innocent Americans. The first one, they cut their head off to just try to show a point. The second one, they cut the head off, saying, if you go and mess with us and bomb us, we'll do this more and more. We will kill Americans. Cut their heads off. They threatened us. Do you know they threatened us? They threatened me. They threatened you. They threatened your children. They threatened your grandchildren. They threatened your great-great-grandchildren. We need to bomb them without mercy. Show them no mercy like they show us no mercy. And give them no mercy. We need to bomb them, and if we have to go in and send our men back in there, we need to walk across their land like locusts and totally destroy them. Period. People like to say, oh, well, God wouldn't, but God did. I read it to you. Utterly, totally destroy them. If you can find them in a place gathered together without hardly any innocence, preferably no innocence, nuke them. I am so serious. I am so sick of these people and our president sitting around twiddling his thumbs thinking it's all going to go away. But it's not. It's getting worse. And now they brought England into it. Their seed needs to be wiped off the face of this earth. This evil, evil, evil seed. And you'll say, well, Barbara, I think you're a Christian. Well, you better believe I'm a Christian. I believe in Jesus Christ. I believe in every word that God spoke out of this Bible. Because I read you his word to destroy, totally destroy them in the Old Testament. He still means it today. The same God back then is the same God today. The same God that told Israel to totally wipe their seed off the face of this earth, tear all their idols down, burn every one of them, and that would be including Mecca. Totally, 100% wipe that evil off the face of this earth. And I think it's beginning to fall on America's shoulder. But we ain't got a president that's got the guts to do it. He's a Muslim himself. See, he should be putting the people of the United States before his stupid religion. I'm telling you people, if we don't go over there and wipe this evil seed from the face of the earth, we're going to have to fight them here on our ground. And it won't only be our army. We, the people of the United States, will have to take up arms and defend our own ground right here, right now. If you're not willing to defend your home, your children, your grandchildren, yourself, then you will either join them or die. Very simple. Very simple. Oh, I know I'll probably get some more Muslims on me, but you know, I'm sorry for you Muslims, because you have been so brainwashed by this evil thing, this evil entity that calls itself Allah, which if you look up in the Hebrew word of Hebrew in the Strong Concordance, it means a curse. Allah means cursed. And when you want to worship this thing that is cursed, already cursed, it's Satan. He was cursed at the fall. And that's what Allah means, cursed. Go get a Strong Concordance and look it up. Or look it up on the internet. The Hebrew meaning of Allah. You'll be shocked at what it means. It's not a blessing, it's a curse. They are being cursed. Every time they holler, Allah, 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 they are bringing curses upon themselves. They're cursing their own selves. People. When will America wake up? We've sat back. We've done what we want to do, and we think that we've got it made, that we're in a little bubble over here, that we're safe. We're not. There's already been 2 young people die over here. A young man and an older man die from a jihad. You don't know when you'll be walking down the street and one of these characters will be there and drag you off in the alley and cut your head off. You don't know. They're already here. They are already here, and more coming. And some of our people that's went over there, we should never let them come back. I know I may be talking to somebody that has a son or daughter that went over there ignorantly, but we can't let them come back. They've been trained in terrorism. If they're so ignorant to go over there and join this group and become part of this group, don't come back home to us. We don't want you. Because we know how you're trained and how you're brainwashed. Sorry. I don't care if you are American. We don't want you back. Stay over there with them. Die with them when they die. Because they are going to be wiped off the face of the earth. If America and England and all the other countries and all the Arab countries don't join together and stop this, Jesus will. Jesus is coming back to earth. And when he comes, he's going to be coming back with fire in his eye. And he will totally destroy you. He will obey his Father's command. He will wipe their seed plumb off the face of this earth. Man, woman, child, all. He will wipe this earth clean of that seed of evil. Just telling you. You may say, oh, he won't either. Yes, he will. He's coming back as King of Kings and Lord of Lords. And he's coming back to clean this earth of all the wicked, evil things that's on this earth. Every abomination of thing he will wipe off the face of this earth, and he will show no mercy. The time of him showing mercy is right now. And if you don't get that through your head and get yourself right with God right now, when he comes back with the fire in his eyes, it's come to do destruction, not to show mercy, people. So, I just felt led to tell you this, because if the president don't wake up, if the countries don't wake up, and if they don't go in there, annihilate all of these terrorist Muslims that's running around over there like ISIS. And, you know, President Obama said, oh, they're not part of Islam. Oh, what is wrong with you, man? They are part of Islam. That's their religion. And they want to wipe off everybody else that does not be part of Islam so they can clean this earth for all their seed to be here. And God says, no. I created this planet. I created these people. And you can't have it. Not you, not your cursed God at all can have this planet. It is mine. And it belongs to my Son. And when he comes back, he will clean this earth off from your sin. And destroy every one of you. I'm just going to send this out. I'm just letting you know what I feel like God is saying. We have to totally clean them off of this face of this earth. If we catch them here in the United States, lock them up. Put them on death row. The same God back then, when he told Israel to do this, is the same God right now that's wanting the world to do it now. To clean the viperous snakes out of their nest and totally destroy them. Totally destroy them. I still want to remind you about Tina and her needs. I'm praying. Somebody already sent $25 into PayPal. So praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. It's the beginning. But we're praying we get enough for propane and enough for another month's rent for the landlords. It'll probably cost about $200 to fill the propane tank up, because cold snap's already beginning. And the minute it turns cold here, I don't know about where you live, but the minute it turns cold here, the price of propane just goes up. Because they know you have to have it. If that's what you heat your home with, what you heat your water with, what you cook with, they know you have to have it. So people, please remember Tina and send it to my PayPal account. I put it down again. Hello? Hello? Barbara? Oh, Carl? Did you call Billy? Yeah? No, he said he didn't. Maybe I missed out a while ago or something. Oh, that's all right. I'm sorry if I misdialed. Okay. You're welcome. Bye-bye. But anyway, to continue, we need to get that propane tank filled. And if I get another 250, I can take down there, keep the wolf from the door. Because I get the receipts. I keep the receipts. I'll have to get them out and show you. I keep the receipts, so if they try to pull one and try to get her evicted, I'll go, oh no, I got the receipts. How can you evict her when the people over the internet are paying her rent for her till she gets her Social Security disability? So I know I'm being ornery today. It's if it ain't one warfare, it's another, people. It just and you have to have faith when you're going through stuff like this. You got to have total faith in Yeshua HaMashiach, Jesus Christ, that he will take care of the matter. And I know that he won't move on enough of you people to send money. Now you can send it to my PayPal account, which is Agape Ministry, 72751 at yahoo.com, or at P.O. Box 546, Pea Ridge, Arkansas 72751. You can send it either way, and it will be taken care of. You know, last year some of you got together and sent enough money. We got the propane tank filled up, and now it's just getting low. It's getting low. It's getting down to about 10%. So it is getting low. When it's 10%, it's low. And so if we could get it all filled up again, well, hey, I don't want to have to come to you until next year at this time, unless, keep praying and interceding that we go down to Fort Smith, Arkansas, before the judge and get the ruling in favor of Tina for her Social Security disability. Okay? Just pray that this will happen soon, and then guess what? I won't have to ask you any more money for Tina. Now, I'm not saying I won't ask money for somebody else if the Lord sends them in my life, because that's my ministry, helping people, you know. So if people decided to start putting money in PayPal so I can call on when there's help needed, I would appreciate it. But I'm not going to ask you to do that. I'm not going to go around going, oh, give me this money for my ministry. You know, I'm not going to do that. You know, I have a ministry, which is Agape Ministry. It used to be Agape Outreach Ministry, but somebody took that. I don't know how they took it, but they took it. And anyway, I go by just Agape Ministry, and which is legal, because I filed it with the government this time. I was smart enough. I filed my ministry with the government, so somebody couldn't come along and take my name away from my ministry. If you don't go do it legally, I don't have a 501c3. I stopped there. I filed for a name here in America. You have to, and you that have ministries and have done this, you file with the federal government a name for your ministry, and then that becomes your name. So if somebody else comes along and tries to take your name, they can't, because it's on the register. They'll say, oh no, you can't do that because this belongs to somebody else. I didn't do that with Agape Outreach Ministry. Lesson learned. You know, we all have to learn lessons, but that's all right. It's Agape Ministry. It's legally mine. So, therefore, but I'm just asking you, please, give what you can. Give what you can so we can get that propane tank filled up, stay off another month for rent. Misty, you're so awesomely beautiful, girl, because you did it. I mean, you sent enough money, and I had to put a little bit with it, but hey, between you and me, we did it. High five it, girl. That's all I can say. So anyway, I asked for the help, and I will put it on the end of, down below. And you all be blessed and pray for this poor man family. And they did him just like they did the other two, even though he is English and he has children. Terrible, terrible thing. Evil, evil bunch. Paul Bagley talked about it. Bless his heart. It's sad. It's sad that children have to lose one of their parents this way. It's just sad. But bless you all. Bless you at the end of this Sabbath, or way end of this Sabbath. And give what you can. Blessings. In the name of Yeshua HaMashiach, Jesus Christ.